Namaste everyone, welcome back to online classes. We solve one problem. The resistance of a nichrome wire at 0 degree Celsius is 10 ohm. Its temperature coefficient of resistance is 0.004 per degree Celsius. What is the resistance at 100 degrees Celsius? See, resistance of nichrome wire at 0 degree Celsius is given. It is R naught 10 ohm. At 0 degree Celsius, we can convert it into equivalent Kelvin scale. Its temperature coefficient of resistance is given. It is alpha 0.004 per degree Celsius. So what is the resistance at 100 degrees Celsius? So what is RT? RT is 100 degree Celsius. Okay, so we have the expression for resistance at T degree Celsius. RT is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha into T minus T naught. Okay, so you can write capital T. So you can convert it into the temperature into equivalent Kelvin scale. Anyhow, we want the difference here. What is the difference of temperature? So difference between the two temperatures in degree Celsius scale or Kelvin scale is the same. So keep it in degree Celsius only. RT you have to calculate. What is R naught? Resistance at 0 degree Celsius or 273 Kelvin, that is 10 ohm, is 1 plus alpha is 0.004 per degree Celsius. So T minus T naught. So T is 100, T naught is 0, or 2, this is 373, this is 273, difference is 100 only, right? 0 degrees Celsius 273 Kelvin, 100 degrees Celsius 373 Kelvin. Difference of those two temperatures is 100 Kelvin or 100 degrees Celsius. So this is equal to 10 into 1 plus, so this is 0.4, right, 0.4. So 1 plus 0.4, 1.4 into 10, it is 14 ohm. So that is the resistance of nichrome wire at 100 degree Celsius. At 0 degree Celsius it is 10 ohm. At 100 degree Celsius it is 14 ohm. Next we move on to the combination of resistors. In the previous class we discussed the wire bound resistors and carbon resistors, and we studied color coding of carbon resistors. So next we move on to the combination of resistors. See, when the resistors are made, so manufacturer makes only some standard values of resistances. Okay, so we cannot get all possible values of resistances. We can get only some standard values of resistances. So for the application purposes in the electrical circuits, the desired value of resistance is obtained by combining these standard resistors. Okay, using the combination of resistors we can get the desired value of resistance which can be used in the electrical circuit. Okay, so there are two basic combinations are possible. So one is the series combination. So series combination of resistors. The other one is parallel combination of resistors. So using these two combinations we get the desired value of resistance which can be used in the electrical circuits. Okay, since we cannot get all possible values of resistances. Okay, I mean resistors of all possible values. So these are the two basic combinations which are possible. One is series combination, the other one is parallel combination. So series combination of resistors, we discuss series combination of resistors and then parallel combination of resistors. Okay, so resistors in series. So we know the symbol of resistors. Consider two resistors which are connected in series. Say two resistors are R1 and R2, or the two resistors of resistances R1 and R2. Okay, we say that the resistors R1 and R2, they are connected to a cell or battery of potential difference V. Okay, so when do you say the two resistors are in series? The two resistors are said to be in series if one of their two terminals is made common such that if a potential difference is applied across the other two terminals, other free ends, other two terminals, so then the same current flows through each resistor. If the current drawn by the combination by the cell is I, current flowing through R1 is I, current flowing through R2 is also I. Okay. So one of the two terminals is made common such that if a potential difference is applied across the other two terminals, same current flows through each resistor. So then we say that the resistors are in series combination. Okay, so what about the potential difference across each resistor? The potential difference across R1 is V1, the potential difference across R2 is V2. Okay, you studied this in case of capacitors which are connected in series. Potential difference across first capacitor is V1, potential difference across second capacitor is V2. What is the net potential? It is V1 plus V2. Okay, same thing here. What is it? Instead of charge we have current, that's all. Charges are flowing here. Therefore, in case of capacitors, we were discussing about the charge and capacitance and voltage. Here we discuss the current, resistance and voltage. Okay, so current flowing through this circuit or through each resistor is I only. Okay, so that is the current drawn by the combination by these two resistors in series from the cell. Okay, so first ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಉಳಿದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಾಗಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಂಟು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ರಾನ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್. Okay, from the cell. Okay, so current flowing through each resistor is I. So we have the potential difference PD across the combination that is V. So current flowing through the circuit or through the resistors is I, current flowing through each resistor is I, or current drawn by the series combination is I. So V is the potential difference. V1 is PD, potential difference across the first resistor of resistance R1. V2 is the potential difference across second resistor of resistance R2. Okay, using Ohm's law, okay, first what about the net potential here? I will write the net potential across the combination V in terms of V1 and V2, the individual potential differences. Okay, so therefore, so we have from the circuit V is equal to V1 plus V2, right? Potential depends. Say E point potential V, say VA, E point potential VB, ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಟು ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ಎ ಮೈನಸ್ ವಿ ಸಿ. ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬೋದು? ವಿ ಎ ಮೈನಸ್ ವಿ ಬಿ, ವಿ ಎ ಮೈನಸ್ ವಿ ಬಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವಿ ಬಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ವಿ ಸಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗಿರುವಂಥ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ವಿ ಎ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಎ ಮೈನಸ್ ವಿ ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಎ ಮೈನಸ್ ವಿ ಬಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಬಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ವಿ ಸಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ಎ ಮೈನಸ್ ವಿ ಸಿ? ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿ. What is VA minus VB? That is V1. Okay. What is VB minus VC? That is V2. Understood? Okay. So, potential difference. If I talk about the potential difference across the combination, that is the battery potential, applied potential itself, that is equal to potential means potential difference here. That is equal to sum of potential difference across each resistor. That is V1 plus V2. Okay, right. So using Ohm's law, what about V1? Potential difference across the first resistor V1 is equal in terms of current and resistance, that is I into R1, V is equal to IR. What about the potential difference across the second resistor, that is V2? So that is I into R2 IR. So V2 is equal to I into R2. What is the net potential difference? So therefore V is equal to V1 plus V2, right? V is equal to V1 plus V2. What is V1? So V1 is equal to, so that is I into R1, V2 is I into R2. So that is equal to I into R1 plus R2. So therefore V is equal to I into R1 plus R2, or V by I is equal to R1 plus R2. This is equation 2. Now if the combination is replaced by some other resistor, okay, if the combination is replaced by some other resistor of resistance Rs, that combination of resistors is replaced by a single resistor of resistance Rs, such that under the potential difference of V, if this resistor also draws the same amount of current, then I can say this is the effective resistance of the combination. Okay, ಇದೆರಡು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು. ಈ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕರೆಂಟನ್ನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಈ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಎರಡರದ್ದು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ therefore I can say this is effective resistance of the combination of these two resistors. ಎರಡು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೀರೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು ಅದು ಈ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ now it is drawing the same amount of current as the combination does for the given or the applied voltage. So therefore this is the effective or equivalent resistance of the combination. So if the combination is replaced by some other resistor whose resistance is Rs, such that under the applied voltage, under the same applied voltage, under the applied voltage V, it also draws the same amount of current okay. So then Rs is the effective value of okay. If the combination is replaced by some resistor say Rs such that under the potential difference V, the current flowing through is I only. Okay, voltage V, the current flowing is I. Then Rs is the equivalent resistance of the combination. Okay, right. So then using Ohm's law, V is equal to, now for that particular circuit, I into Rs. So then, so two equation, okay, so this can be written as V by I is equal to Rs. Using equations 2 and 4, I can say Rs is equal to R1 plus R2. What is the effective value of resistance? If the two resistors are connected in series, then Rs agidre ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರಬೇಕು, Rs ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರಬೇಕು, R1 plus R2 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ so these two resistors in the combination, series combination, is acting as a single resistor of resistance Rs, which is given by R1 plus R2. So the resistance of the combination, resistance, that is equivalent resistance, the effective resistance of the combination of series resistors is equal to the sum of individual resistances of resistors. Okay, so effective value of resistance in series combination is sum of individual resistances. Rs is equal to R1 plus R2. So if there is n number of resistors connected in series, are connected in series, then Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus and so on up to Rn. So in series combination, effective value of resistance is the sum of individual resistances, and the effective value of resistance is greater than the maximum among the individual resistances. Okay, the effective value of resistance is greater than the maximum among the individual resistances. Like take one example, say let R1 is some 4 ohm, R2 is 2 ohm, R3 is 3 ohm. So Rs will be this R1, R2, R3. So Rs will be 9 ohm, which is greater than the maximum among the individual resistances. Among the individual resistances, resistance maximum is 4 ohm. So therefore, the effective value of resistance series combination is greater than the maximum among the individual resistances. Now 4 ohm ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. So to get the higher value of resistance using lower values of resistances, we use the series combination of resistors. Okay, so derivation, this derivation is not important, it is excluded from the syllabus for this year, but you should know what is the current flowing through the circuit through each resistor in series combination, that is same I. Okay, ಹೇಗೆ capacitors ಅಲ್ಲಿ series ಅಲ್ಲಿ connect ಮಾಡುವಾಗ charge same ಇರುತ್ತೆ, charge in each capacitor is same in series combination. So similarly, in case of resistors which are connected in series, current is same through each resistor. So current same ಇರ್ತದೆ, voltage ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ if resistances are different. If resistances are same, then voltage across each resistor is also same. Okay, so current is the same, voltage is different. Okay, ಎಷ್ಟು number of capacitors ಇರಲಿ, current flowing through each resistance or resistor is the same. ಓಕೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಒಂದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್. So that is about the series combination of resistors. So next we move on to the parallel combination of resistors. So resistors in parallel. So we take two resistors. Okay, so combination ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು resistors ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. So minimum number of resistors required for series or parallel combination is 2. Maximum ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರಬಹುದು. Okay, so two resistors of resistances R1 and R2, they are connected in parallel. So when do you say the two resistors are in parallel? Okay, when two resistors are said to be in parallel. So the two or more resistors are said to be in parallel if their two terminals are connected to two separate common points. Say idra ಒಂದು terminal, idradondu terminal, they are connected to one common point. ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಈ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇದ್ದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್, ಈ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇದ್ದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಅನದರ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. So two resistors are said to be in parallel if their two terminals are connected to two separate common points such that if a potential difference is applied across those two common points, same potential appears across each resistor. Okay, if the two resistors are said to be in parallel if their two terminals are connected to two separate common points such that if a potential difference is applied across the two common points, same potential difference appears across each resistor. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು apply ಮಾಡಿದ potential difference is V. Okay, this combination is connected to a battery or cell. Okay, so potential difference of the cell or battery is V, that is applied potential difference. That potential difference appears across each resistor. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಿರೋ ಒಂದು potential difference V, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಿರೋ ಒಂದು potential difference ಕೂಡ V. What about the current? So main current is I, current drawn by the combination of these two resistors which are in parallel from the cell is I. Current drawn by the combination of resistors, parallel combination of resistors from the cell is I. Individual currents, this I1, sorry, here it is, this is I1, this is I2. Okay, so here two branches. Okay, ಎಷ್ಟು number of resistors ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅಷ್ಟು number of branches ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅಷ್ಟು number of currents ಇರ್ತದೆ, individual currents. Okay, right. So I1 and I2 are the current flowing through R1 and R2 respectively. Okay, so R1 and R2 are the, so V is applied potential difference across the combination, I is the current flowing through the combination, current flowing through the combination. Okay, that is main current, net current. I1 is the current flowing through R1. I2 is the current flowing through R2. Okay, right. So R1 R2 are the resistors. Okay, so we'll write here. So R1 and R2 are the resistors. the resistors of resistances R1 and R2. Okay. Right. Okay, so what about the total current? So in case of capacitors in parallel combination, ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. What is the total charge of the combination? It is Q, which is equal to Q1 plus Q2. Total charge is the sum of individual charges. Okay, charges present in individual capacitors. So illi current instead of charge you have current. So we have the net current flowing I is equal to I1 plus I2. The current, sum of currents flowing through individual resistors. So I is equal to I1 plus I2. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2. Okay, I is equal to I1 plus I2. So using Ohm's law, see voltage or potential difference across first resistor is V, across second resistor is also V. So using Ohm's law, V is equal to I1 R1, right, for the first resistor. For first resistor R1, V is equal to I1 into R1. What is I1? I1 is V by R1. Okay, I1 is equal to V by R1. What about the second resistor? Using Ohm's law, you will write I2 R2 for second resistor R2. So by which you will get the expression for I2, which is V by R2. So therefore equation 1 becomes now I is equal to, what is I1? I1 is V by R1. What is I2? I2 is V by R2. So therefore this is equal to, I is equal to V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Or I by V is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay, so if the combination is replaced by some other resistor of resistance Rp such that under the applied potential difference V, same current is flowing through that resistor, then that resistance is said to be the equivalent or effective value of resistance of the combination. So if the combination is replaced, so if the combination of resistors is replaced by some other resistor, by the resistor, some other resistor, say Rp, such that for the same applied potential difference, the current flowing through it is, the current flowing through Rp is I, then Rp is called the effective or equivalent resistance of the combination of resistors, those two resistors. Okay, so this combination is replaced by, now if the combination is replaced by some other capacitor of, sorry, some other resistor of resistance Rp such that under the applied potential difference V, the current flowing through it is I only. Okay, so then Rp is called equivalent resistance of the combination. Okay, right. So because it also draws the same amount of current as the combination does for the given value of applied potential difference. Okay. Okay, so equivalent resistance is Rp. So now using Ohm's law for that circuit, so V is equal to I into Rp. So it is equal to I by V is equal to I by V is equal to 1 by Rp. See, this is equation 3. So now comparing equation 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 imply, see, I by V is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. I by V is equal to 1 by Rp. So therefore 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So effective value of resistance can be calculated using this formula. So effective value of resistance of the combination is related to individual resistors or resistance of individual resistors by the formula 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay. So therefore the effective value of inverse of equivalent resistance is equal to the sum of inverse of individual resistances. So for n number of resistors connected in parallel, for n number of resistors, so 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 up to 1 by Rn. Okay, so the effective value of resistance here, effective value of resistance in or equivalent resistance of the combination in case of parallel combination of resistors, effective value of resistance Rp is less than the least among the individual resistances. So in case of parallel combination, the equivalent resistance Rp is lesser than the least among the individual resistances. Okay, right. Say for example, okay, so I'll write, say R1 is some, say 2 ohm, R2 is say 3 ohm, 4 ohm. So 1 by Rp is equal to, therefore this is 3 by 4, right? This is 3 by 4. What is Rp? So Rp is 4 by 3, it is 1.33, right? 1.33 ohm, which is lesser than the least among the individual resistances. See, least, what is the least here? Least value of resistance. This is R1, this is R2. Least is 2 ohm. So the effective value or equivalent value of resistance is less than the least among the individual resistances. It is also applicable for n number of resistors. Okay, so to get the lesser value of resistance using higher value of resistances, we use the parallel combination of resistors. Okay, so this derivation is also not important, but you should know the number of currents here is equal to the number of branches. See, if there are n number of resistors, there will be n number of currents, right? So two branches, individual currents are I1 and I2. Okay, potential difference, which is common, potential difference applied or appearing across each resistor is the same in parallel combination. Currents are different. Okay, so main current is I, but I is equal to I1 plus I2. Okay, effective value of resistance, inverse of equivalent resistance of the combination is equal to sum of inverse of individual resistances. Okay, so these are the things that you should remember. So derivation is not important, it is excluded from the syllabus for this year. Okay, but the expression important, you should know how to calculate the effective value of resistance, which is the common thing in parallel combination. It is potential difference appearing across each resistor is same, current is different. Okay, right.